we'll see the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Maryland's offense takes the field to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Finds a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk?
Pulls it in on the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. He leaves it with his back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The screen, he's got wheels. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So South Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Ready? And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Just ran over it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Rush is on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. One final play before the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle. It's McConnell. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This time it's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Powers through the defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think when you got a quarterback that's this fast, he knows I can get out of any situation, kind of like Superman, but he got caught. He found the kryptonite. The rush got home. You got to keep chasing this kind of guy, and that is a huge loss for this offense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he... The pass, it's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Unleashes one. Snagged in the middle. It's McConnell. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
zings it complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. The give is to Williams. Got him up for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Rayner. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on!
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Ball in plus territory, 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is important to the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's McLaurin. How in the world did the offense retain possession? That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. Bust through behind his pad. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Oh, intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return to the deep. Comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. It's McLaurin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grab near the sticks. It's Little. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little...
There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. moving. Direct snap. It's Taylor. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Off the play fake. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Grabbed in the middle, it's McConnell. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle, it's McConnell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Going right to work up top. Looking to buy time. Got a man. It's Clark. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught, close to the marker. It's Clark. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 30 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Washington. With the catch, it's Williams. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they've gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Grabbed over the middle, it's Little. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. It's first down from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.